Imagine an instrument designed for cinematic, dystopian and sci-fi soundscapes. One that's lightweight yet powerful, intuitive yet deeply expressive. This is Socora LITE, a free compact version of my full Socora Kontakt library. Whether you're scoring futuristic films, crafting eerie atmospheres or designing bold sonic textures, Socora LITE is here to push your sound a little further. In this walkthrough, I'll take you through its core features, show you how to shape unique sounds, and demo what it can do in action. Let's dive in. Socora LITE comes with a range of carefully crafted samples for synth and cinematic sound design. In this area, we can select different samples from modular square waves to Harvestman wavetables. So let's take a look. Let's try Saw Dual. Square. Square Dual. There's a triangle, a sine wave, pulse width, wavetable, and a second wavetable. We can also make these samples huge by adding unison. And a bit of noise. Different types of noise, and subs. Socora LITE also comes with a set of carefully designed instrument presets, giving you instant access to inspiring sounds. Let's start off with this atmospheric pad. We also have distorted sounds, bass and drums, leads, pads, plucked, SFX, and pulses and arps. Next, we have the multi-mode filter, which allows for deeper sound sculpting. I'm using a low-pass filter here, so let's see how it removes the higher frequencies, creating a more muted and cinematic tone. We also have a filter LFO, with different shapes and speeds. We have a filter envelope, we have different filter types, so this is a high pass, add a bit of resonance, and we have a bandpass. We also have filter presets. Let's try rise and fall. Bandpass pulse. Socora LITE also features a set of powerful spatial and morphing effects, perfect for adding depth and character. So this is our dry sound. Let's add a bit of delay, so we'll select modern 8th, turn it up, see what it sounds like. We also have a diffusion effect, which is an ambient delay type. Put that back on 8th, turn that down, and we'll have a look at some reverb. So let's try plate 2. And we have spring reverbs, rooms, and more. Add a bit of delay back to that. There's drive, and a width control to control the width of our stereo field. Right, let's have a look at some of these morphing effects. Turn them down. First, we'll start with chorus. As I turn this up, multiple parameters of the chorus effect change, causing the effect to morph. And as we move to the high end of the control, the effect gets quite extreme. We have different chorus options, like a mono chorus. And we have an ambient effect created from chorus called string space. And we have dimension. We have distortion. Quite like the tube for this one. Give it a bit of extra drive. Add some delay back. Here we go. Flare for the spookier sounds. We also have flanges, formants, infuse, where your sound infuses with a material, so stone. Phaser, different types again. There's also rotator and wah and more effect variations to explore. Now that we've explored the core of Socora LITE, let's dive into 3 sound shaping areas. These are tools that let you sculpt, refine and customize your sounds. First up, we have the macro area at the bottom of Socora LITE. This is where you'll find the most useful controls for shaping your sounds and making quick tweaks. So, there's mono, which turns Socora LITE into a monosynth. We have glide, which also works polyphonically. And there's controls for the envelope and filter. In the second set of macros, there are controls for sound shaping, and tuning. In the third set, we have controls for motion, and LFOs. And at the far right, we have our arpeggiator control, so we can switch it on. We can adjust its speed and the note direction. Next, we have the shaping area. This is where you can refine the tonal character of your sound, sculpt its shape, and change its tuning. First, we have the low cut. And the high cut. Both of these have adaptive resonance to thicken up the sound. We have tuning. And we have our ADSR, which has presets to make sound shaping a little quicker. Slow pad. A short pluck, or we can just reset the ADSR. Finally, we have the instrument settings area. This is where we can fine-tune the way Socora LITE responds to your playing. The controller setup area is where we can customize how Socora LITE reacts to your MIDI controller. So if we select FX Morphing and I move my modulation wheel, we can see the morphing effect move. And in slot 2, I can maybe assign that to delay level. And if I move my modulation wheel again, it moves both controls at the same time. We also have the analog simulation area, which if I switch it off for a second, we'll see it just sounds like any other soft synth. But as I turn it up, it stabilizes the number of Socora LITE systems to get a vintage vibe. We also have a button that switches off all of Socora LITE's effects, which is ideal for starting a patch from scratch. So, Socora LITE was designed to bring electronic cinematic sound design to everyone. So download it for free, experiment and see where it takes you. If you enjoyed this video, stay tuned, there's more to come. Thanks for watching and happy creating.